YouTube, what's going on? This is Terrence Ray, and we're gonna talk about what I'm trading today. We're gonna go over some charts. We'll talk about a trade that I'm into today, and we'll talk about some other things that I like and some news that's going on today. Right now, we got some thunder and lightning in the background, so hopefully we make it through this live stream because I like to do everything live. So stick around and we're going to get right to it right after the buffer. All right, right now we got an update. We got an update going on. Volatility is contracting a little bit. As you can see, you look on my watch list, look to the left of your screen, you will see that the VIX is down about 70 cent. We can also see that the VIX futures are down about 50 cent. We got the S&P 500. It's up about 48 handles. So which comes to about almost 1.5%. Got the Nasdaq up about 225 handles. The Dow futures are up, and more importantly for me, like looking at market direction, the Russell futures are up as well. And you guys, is up almost 2.5%. So I always like to look at the small caps, small to mid, the Russell, that's what makes up the Russell. And so when I see that whatever direction I see that leaning into, that's tend to be what I look at for my market direction for the day. So if I see a move in the S&P 500, but I don't get that same equivalent move in the Russell isn't moving, I generally don't buy that move on an intraday level, right? So also we got the bonds down. So you got the ZB. Click on the 30 years down a little bit, just pulling back. You see this wild, just smoothing, moving average right here. Look like it's pulling back into that level. It's still up over 50 on the RSI. Let's pull up, let's make this look on this best as far as it's gonna come out. So let's see the ZN, the 10 year, doing about the same. And if we come and take a look at oil, let's look at the oil futures. Oil futures are up. Got a big move in oil futures, up about $5 today. Um, let's pull it out some. But as you can see, we had a nice little down move. We had a down pullback, like a little bear flag. So, and you see it pulling back up into this level. So I just looking at this chart, just eyeing it. I don't think that we're done going down in oil. I do think that oil can continue to go down. Just looking at it. And a lot of times when I do these videos, I hadn't looked at oil. I have looked at some other stuff today, but I hadn't looked at oil. So what I'm going to do, these are the oil futures. So what I like to do is I'm going to pull up the USO, which is the kind of like the ETF of oil. It mimics oil, and you'll see when I pull it up. So let's take a look at it. And the reason why I'm pulling it up because I want to show you why I think that we can get some more downward action and it looks a little better, look cleaner here. So if we look at the RSI, we got divergence. You know, from here, from this top, I'm gonna draw a trend line down. We got divergence on the RSI, relative strength. And with that divergence, it's almost the RSI can make like a momentum indicator as well. And as you can see, momentum is continuing to trend downward. Now let's draw a line. Let's draw a trend line up here. And you can see that price action continued to go up. So price action was going up and the momentum indicator started trending down. And so we got this break below, it pulled back, retested this moving average, and we got a break to the downside. And we got a doji, or almost like a spinning top candlestick right here as support. So, and we found support and it bounced. So now it's gonna bounce right back up here into this gap. So this is a great place, in my opinion, to place a trade or something. Doesn't mean that you're going to be right, but I do think that it's a great place to put on a trade. Possibly we could get another extension to the down move, or it could go up continuously. So, anything in this range right here, I like. You got an IV rank of 44. I like selling calls right here. I wouldn't sell the put. If you were going to sell the put, you should have sold it while it was going down. I wouldn't sell the put on the up move. I would come into here. If anything, I would sell calls, or I would do some sort of strangle, right? um, Strangle selling the expected move. We go to the option chain on the Tastyworks platform. I will stay in the monthlies. The ones that you see with the W's on it, those are your weeklies. Your monthlies are going to be more liquid, going to have tighter markets. You're going to get better pricing on your options. So, me, I would come to 43 days instead of 8. And the premium is juicy because oil is moving. So you're getting paid for this premium, but just remember that you're getting paid to take this risk because oil is moving right now. You could come and sell one standard deviation. I would come out, me personally, I would try to steer clear of as much risk as possible and still make a little bit of profit. Sell this 16 delta. Let's see. Sell the 16 delta. Come up here, sell you don't have a 16 delta, you got a 25 and a 14. I would sell maybe either or, right? Let's see what the difference is. If we sold this 14 delta, we're collecting um $2.18. Now the buying power effect for this is 70. They're margining you right now for all of for the whole thing of USO. So generally they wouldn't margin you. So I wouldn't even do this in USO because look at the buying power. They're margining you for this going to zero, which right there is enough for me to be like, eh. So I wouldn't. If you wanted to do an iron condor and maybe come in, sell the 70, buy the 65. Let's see, bring this in, maybe sell the 90, sell the 21 delta, uh, by the 95, and see you can collect what, a buck 63 and only put up $337 in risk. And you see, guys, see how instead of doing that strangle, I turned it into an iron condor. Iron condor and limited my risk. And I think before I was collecting like 218. I'm collecting a little less, but it's still juicy. That's good premium. 163, almost a third of the width of the strikes. Because it's a $5 wide spread. So we're collecting 162, 163. Could lock it in. And you can see you got a little wiggle room here from the low being 144 and the high being 181. If I will work this order, if I was going to do this trade, I would come in here. I probably would come all the way up to like 175 and start working my way down, trying to get filled. That's just an example of something because I seen it going over these charts. Now let's take a look at gold. I also like gold. I did look at gold already. I want to save this chart so that when I can come back to it later, I may make a trade. Let's see. Let's take a look at gold. Look at the gold futures. All right, you can see gold is on its behind. It is completely oversold. So it wouldn't be necessarily a bad idea to do the same thing here. I'm gonna add those to my watch list. Maybe come to GLD and you can look at this ETF and you could do something here. Now you're right here at this low. Now you can see you got support here. I'm gonna go out 3 years and I want to see what other kind of support we got right in this area. And if you can see, here's a gap. You guys know that's why you got this support. This is going all the way back to, looks like This is a 3-year chart. So let's see. This is 2000. What is January at? That's January. So this is 2021. And so this is already back to March of 2021. So this is the gap right here. And if you see it, I'm gonna draw this. Let's see if we can make this pop. We'll do something like let's do this just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Boom, boom, boom. All I did was come up. I clicked on like the channel, drew it over, and I'm gonna highlight this area. So you can see from this gap back here all the way. Look how this price action, look how price is responding here. This ain't a bad place to get long gold. Same thing, same type scenario. I don't think the premium is as juicy. I mean, yeah, I don't know what if you come sell, you might want to take a little bit more risk here. Maybe come and sell the um let's see, the 35 Delta at 159, collect 248, and you put up 2,900, buying power. You got a 68% pop and an 86% chance of making 50% of this. So that's not a bad trade in gold. Or you can come in and actually do something like maybe a call spread. If you don't want to sell something, you don't want to do naked options, maybe buy the 162, sell the 164, and then see what happens. Um, it's only going to cost you $1 to do. I may take a look at this later on in the day. So let's get to finding some decent trades now. On the Tasty Words platform, once you like mark up a chart, like it's what I'm doing, like drawing trend lines and stuff like that, make sure you come up and save. Hold on. And then save it. And so then that way, every time I come to this chart, no matter how long ago from now, this stuff will still come up. Let's take a look at Boeing, which is what I initially what I got in today. And we'll talk about why I got into it. So basically, I've been watching Boeing for a couple weeks. I own it in my long term portfolio. I own some. I actually bought some more today too, on this little pop. So Boeing had some news today. I am going to let me see if I can find that news, and then we'll let's see. Says something about, so they're doing something with Virgin Galactic. Um, let's see, space shares, which the ticker symbol for Virgin Galactic is SPCE, says the shares are trading higher Thursday after the company announced an agreement with a Boeing company subsidiary. Says that so this is about Virgin Galactic doing some news. So basically Boeing is popping on news that Virgin Galactic is doing some business with a Boeing subsidiary. I did see something on there where earlier today, Boeing, someone from the talked about discontinuing the 737 Max 10 or something like that. So they may do that. But I seen the earlier this morning, it opened, it gapped up, and I'll go to the hourly and show you on the intraday basis. See this little gap here? So you had this big green candle was back on the 5th, up, pull back. So that's basically like a little flag. So it filled this gap and then continued to go on. So as you can see, I have my Fibonacci retracements put on from the low to the high. It came back and hit this little sweet level right here in between the 61.8 and the 382, or the 38%. And then it took out the high. It made another high. So right then and there, I'm looking for it to get to this next level of around 158. So I bought a call, which is a low probability trade, but I am looking for a big move, hopefully soon. I went out 71 days on this particular trade, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what it do. Let's show you on the option chain where we at. I came out 71 days to give me time, and so that theta doesn't eat away at my trade so much. You know, the closer when you buy an option, that time is against you. So you want that option to move as fast as possible. But the more time that you pay for, it leaves you a little bit less susceptible to theta. So where I would have like sold a put spread or something, and the gain would have been minimum, I wanted to really try to take advantage of and make a little bit more profit. So, I could have came, let's see, let's go 43 days and maybe sold the 130 and bought the 125 and maybe took in like $1.48 credit, and risked like 352. But instead of doing that, I came to 71 days and then bought the call right here at the 37 Delta, paid about excuse me, about seven. I think when I bought it, I paid about 775 for it. So I'm down about 75 bucks. Um, and with the opportunity, if it comes into the money, I'll double this. So if all you gotta do is look at what that option's going for right now in the money. So seven roughly, and this will increase when the market's moving. So roughly almost doubling my money if I get the move. Another stock that I like aside from Boeing is I like to set up on a firm. I've been watching a firm for really, I don't know, maybe a month now, trading in and out of it. Um, I seen, let's see, what initially got me was an intraday move right here. If we go all the way over, and you can see I got a call spread. Excuse me, not a call spread. I'm sorry, a bull flag. Thinking about something else. I got a bull flag right here where you got it broke up. I got a green candle, another big green candle, a pull back. So I just threw my fibs on. It pulled back into that sweet zone, and then gapped up. So I've been in and out of this, and then when it came all the way down here, so I started looking at it today. But right now it is oversold on the RSI intraday on the 1 hour. So this isn't something that I want to get in right now. Maybe if we get a pullback into here, you can get long a firm as well. DraftKings, I just like DraftKings. I don't think DraftKings is going anywhere. Like my own little fundamental analysis on DraftKings would say that um just based on the fact that if you're a sports guy like I am, and or sports gal, and you're in the like fantasy football and sports betting and stuff like that, this ain't going nowhere. It's not going nowhere. And out of all the apps that I've seen that I've looked at, um, this is to me this is the better of the apps. So I just don't see it going anywhere. It just needs to find its footing. So it's just something that I watch on a regular basis. Um, so any little uptick in that, and as you can see, it looks like it wants to pop now, but I would want to see it for me right now. Kind of want to see it get. Let's see. Look like we got a nice trend line we could draw on it. Let's see. Let's do something like it just keep going. I mean, let's try something like this. Uh, we're gonna tighten this up. I don't really like this one. Let's see. Let's bring this one. Let's do it like this. If we come here, see if we can get a good trend line. And basically for that, you just want to find some levels So I would want to see some type of break here, right? Let's see it get up out over this high and then kind of pull back and then get long on the pullback. And then maybe we can get something up in here to fill this gap right around 19 bucks. Let's see. So right now it looks like the market is holding. We got basically we got the financials are up, XLE is up. Let's take a look and see. Now, something else that I like to do on the Tastyworks platform is you come over here, you see this little arrow up here. I'm gonna click on that, and you see another little chart over here, and you can see the open, the close, the high, the low for the day. Shows you whether the stock pays a dividend. It gives you a star rating as far as like liquidity. So you can see XLE has a 4-star rating for liquidity, meaning you won't have a problem getting in and out of positions. You shouldn't. I'm gonna come over here and click on watch list. And then Tastyworks has something where they have tasty fast movers, and then they have tasty hourly top equities. So if we come to the top hourly equities, you can see over here what's being traded on their platform the most. And as you can see Boeing is one of those ones on there. So this is a place where I like to come and and trade from these. Why? Because you want to be where everyone else is trading. You want to be in the most liquid products. And here you go. And you can see out of these that all of them but one are green, right? So that in and of itself is going to tell you that, hey, I might want to be bullish today. If I'm an intraday trader, this would be a signal to be bullish, right? You wouldn't want to be shorting today unless you were doing something long term. Um, just for the sake of like Apple, I did look at Apple earlier today, and you can see I got Apple, and you can see Apple came down here and it's beasting. I do think Apple will top out right around 150. This level right here at 152.37 on my Fibonacci. Uh, so you got about $7 more of run room for Apple. If anybody's in Apple and you're trying to figure, you're trying to see how long I'm gonna hold it or whatnot. Um, Apple, I like that move. Got another $7. Let's take a look at AMD. AMD is on its behind. AMD's been getting smoked. This one ain't. I mean, if you like the company and you just want to buy low, I don't see a chart. I mean a chart pattern. I'm sorry. And for me, I don't like to trade stuff if I don't see a pattern. And I don't really have a pattern here. I would have liked to have gotten in maybe down here on this pullback or when it broke out right here. But right now you can see that you got an up move today. So more than likely, I would like to see a pullback, come back down around the moving average, try to get longer. Meta is up today. Um, Probably missed the big move on that. On the daily though, let's look for a pullback. You got another high, so you got a low, a high, a low. So you got a higher low. This low didn't take out this one, and now you got a higher high. So we could begin to get either a continuation of the up move, or you might be able to get some type of consolidation pattern. Either or, you could still in Meta maybe sell put spreads, um, or iron condors. You can all premium selling strategies right now are paying, so selling options might be better unless you just like me, you want to take this shot in Boeing. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I won't hold it until the whole option is gone. I'll probably stick with it until maybe almost half of it. Once half of it bleeds out, then I'll probably kill the position if I ain't already, if it doesn't hit my mark. So with that, guys, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video. Let me know what you want to see me talk about. Um, if you let me know what you want to see me chart up. If you got something that you got some ideas on, let me know. I might want to get in it as well. I'll look at it and let you know, what I think about it. With that being said, guys, I'm out. And peace.